So, AJ Styles is at the tail end of his WWE run. Whether that means winding down, reinventing again, or even, and this is the one everyone keeps talking about, possibly stepping into AEW at some point. Well, maybe before this video is even public. And if that happens, there's one match we all would instantly jump to. AJ Styles vs Will Ospreay. Not just because he would slap in the ring, obviously it would, but because this is a low-key generational full circle moment. Ospreay has never hidden it too. He's openly said AJ's New Japan run shaped how he saw wrestling growing up. You can hear it in how he talks about the guy. Less rival, more influence.
So the moment they told me I was facing AJ, I started crying. Man, like, people actually do not get this. AJ is the sole reason I'm a wrestler. I looked at AJ as like my rock, my Stone Cold Steve Austin. Look, AJ Styles is the man for me. So I was just like in tears near enough, man. I'm an emotional ass kid, like, you know what I mean? So
I can't remember who else was on that card for the life of me, but I remember like it was like one match, and then AJ came out, and I just thought, guy, red hood coming down, the sparklers coming out. I was just like, that, it just, you sick music. I thought he was the coolest guy like coming out, and then he wrestled, and I've never seen anybody wrestle like that, like at all. And it was just that moment where like Joe's doing crazy shit, and then he just jumped to the top rope and done a shooting star press. I've never seen it before in my life, so I just freaked out. I was like, that's it. That's what I want.
So this isn't a who's better conversation. That wouldn't do it justice. It's more like what happens when inspiration and evolution exist at the same time, and how do both guys represent modern wrestling in similar yet different ways. Let's talk about it. If you watch early Ospreay closely, you can actually spot AJ's fingerprints everywhere. His pacing and athletic confidence obviously stands out, but also the balance between flash and intention. AJ made that style credible long before it was modern mainstream. Back in TNA, then especially in New Japan, he showed you could be explosive without sacrificing ring psychology. I mean, he wasn't the first to do it, but at least he was part of that movement. That was huge, no less. Because before guys like AJ, high-flying main eventer wasn't taken seriously outside certain promotions. I'm not gonna name names. Ospreay took that template and dialed everything up. More speed, more risk, more ambition, and yeah, I can understand the whole he's too spot heavy sometimes argument. Fair criticism, you know, depending on your taste. But here's what often gets overlooked. His matches aren't chaotic just for the sake of it. It's emotional storytelling told through his athleticism. AJ walked so that style could exist comfortably. Ospreay is sprinting because the road is already paved. So honestly, seeing it all come together like this is kind of poetic. AJ has always had this almost effortless credibility. He never really needed elaborate gimmicks, never needed deep soap opera lore, even when he's part of it. His character has mostly been, I'm one of the best, just watch me prove it. And honestly, that worked everywhere he went. Ring of Honor, TNA, New Japan, WWE, different environments, same authenticity. And you especially saw that during his Bullet Club run. He wasn't just another member, he led the group at arguably its most dominant period. Two-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion, top foreign heel in that company, and the faction basically held gold everywhere. He projected pure certainty, like he already knew he belonged at the top. Ospreay's character has evolved more visibly. Early on, you could argue he leaned a bit too hard on the whole best wrestler alive energy without always complementing it with proper storytelling besides the fantastic matches. But I can say over time, we've seen more vulnerability, more authenticity, injuries, expectations, responsibility as a locker room leader, moments where the confidence now feels earned rather than assumed. He's matured is what I'm saying. With AJ, he's always projected certainty. Ospreay sometimes shows the weight behind it. Neither approach is better, they just connect differently. AJ's promo style is steady, calm, measured, confident, without forcing any sort of intensity. Even when the script isn't amazing, he sells it through believability and of course experience. Also, this shoot promo on Bishop is the best thing ever.
Punk ass midget! $1 billion company out of business! And I'm gonna run you out of business! And you came here to TNA to try to do the same, and it's not gonna happen. And it all started when you and Hogan stepped into TNA. You started spending money, you started changing things, and you were hiring guys that didn't deserve to be in wrestling in the first place.
Ospreay's promos can feel more raw, often less polished, sure, but also more emotionally immediate. When he talks about proving himself, about inspiration and pressure, it doesn't sound manufactured. It sounds lived in, even though it gets messy at times.
I've got a missus at home and a 4-year-old stepson. Hey, here's some news for you guys. The day before I wrestle Chris Jericho, I'm doing an indie. So I'm trying to get as much money together to put my kid through school. This match changes my life, bruv. After this, I shut up. Pipe down, bruv. After this, after I beat you in the wrestling's biggest event, I am going to be the only man to say I've beaten Kenny Omega, Kazuchika Okada, and Chris Jericho in 2 months.
AJ works like the veteran commander. Ospreay feels like someone still climbing while carrying expectations. And that contrast honestly makes the hypothetical matchup even more compelling. Again, like I said, AJ Styles helped normalize a different kind of main event wrestler. Athletic, versatile, and globally respectable. He didn't just succeed in multiple promotions, he helped make that pathway viable for others like Ospreay, who is part of the generation that benefited from that. And now, he's influencing the next wave himself. So it's not even really old school versus new school. It's more like blueprint and continuation. Teacher energy without being an actual teacher. Fan becoming peer. That's wrestling lineage in real time. And I think that's why the AJ vs Ospreay conversation refuses to die. Not tribalism or company loyalty, just curiosity. What happens when influence and evolution share the reign? Does AJ slow it down and ground it? Does Ospreay speed it up? Do they meet somewhere in the middle? Who knows? Because stylistically, they are closer than they are different. Also, just from different eras, that's it. So, who is the better wrestler? Well, I don't know, and honestly that's missing the point of this video. AJ Styles represents a generation that expanded what wrestling could look like, while Ospreay represents the generation pushing those boundaries even further. One inspired the other, and now they exist in the same conversation. That's not just competition, that's legacy. And if that dream rematch ever actually happens, well, it won't just be spectacle, it will be history meeting its own influence. But I'd like to hear from you. Do you want to see AJ vs Ospreay? And what do you think about that match would look like? Let me know. And until next time, peace.